The biggest light heavyweight fight of all time happened yesterday. It was a good fight, it was a close fight, the atmosphere was dead like always, but that's besides the point. But what it also was a robbery. Going into this fight, I had a 50-50, like a lot of us did. If I had to pick a winner, I was going to pick Dmitry Bivol by points because I thought he was just going to try to outbox, keep his distance, and he basically did that throughout the entire fight. But it was a very close fight, a very good fight like we knew it would be. It was a very close fight throughout the rounds. Each round, it was hard to tell who really won the rounds. I still believe that Dmitry Bivol did enough to outbox. He landed more punches, he won more rounds. I had it 7-5 or at least a draw. I don't think Beterbiev did enough to win. Now, it was a very, very, very close fight. Still, very, very close fight. But some problems I saw with Bivol was he tried to exchange in the middle of the ring, try to exchange at the ends of rounds with Beterbiev. And sometimes it works, sometimes he lands some good shots, but it really wouldn't affect Beterbiev. Instead, those shots from Beterbiev that he'd land back would hurt Bivol. Trying to exchange with Beterbiev is risky business, and we almost saw Bivol get hurt a couple of times. Now, even though I think it was a robbery, I'm not going crazy about it already. I was yesterday already, but then I'm starting to realize, like, okay, Beterbiev, what he did was pressured more. Alright, he was going after Bivol. But a lot of people like to argue that, if you're the champion, if you hold less belts, alright, then you got to do more than just win off decision. I don't like that. I don't like that narrative where you got to get the stoppage. You got to get a big dominating victory to get the belts. We heard that with Loma versus Haney. We hear that with other fighters that if you're not the champ, well, then you got to get the stoppage or you got to just win by a lot to get the belts. And I just think that's very stupid. So even though Beterbiev was chasing down Bivol for a good chunk of it, I still think that Bivol still outboxed, still outpointed Beterbiev. Alright, and just because you weren't the aggressor doesn't mean that you should lose the fight. I get it's boring to try to run a bit, try to keep your distance, try to stay away. But when you're fighting a guy like Beterbiev, who has 100% knockout percentage, you have to. You have to. And people are going to not be happy about it, but it is what it is. It's kind of funny because a lot of the rounds, Bivol would win for like the first 2.5 minutes. Already, he'd outbox, keep his distance, but then Beterbiev would press. And then Bivol would try to exchange and try to get away. And that's what would go into Beterbiev's favor. That's probably what a lot of judges scored it off of. So even though I think it was a robbery, I don't think it was a big blowout. Already, I still think Bivol did enough to win. Barely, very close. But if you're going to not give it to Bivol, at least a draw. I said the same with Haney and Loma. Already, I thought Loma won, but if you're not want to give it to Loma, fine. Already, I still would have been a little happy with a draw. Just like last night, I still would have been a little happy with the draw. Already, but Beterbiev winning that, I don't know. It was a very good fight. Didn't really hold up to expectations because we thought we were going to see a knockdown. Already, the atmosphere was not that good either. Listen, Saudi, I get it. They're doing good things when it comes to actually making the fights. But the atmosphere is just so dead. And I get it. The fight is the most important part. But I feel like when there's a good atmosphere, it energizes the corner. It energizes the boxers. It energizes the fans in the arena. It energizes the fans watching at home. I'm watching this. I'm like, it's kind of hard to watch. Obviously, the fight was very good. But still, as a fan already, when you're trying to enjoy boxing, there's more than just a fight. The atmosphere, the commentary, which was bad from Tim Bradley, like always in Top Rank. But either way, already the atmosphere is bad. We got to figure something out with that. And I mean, to figure it out, just simply don't have it in Saudi Arabia. Already, I mean, all the fights there are just dead crowds, quiet crowds. I get the whole government and the whole culture and things like that, but still, it's not fun to watch. Still not fun to watch. The atmosphere is bad. The lighting was pretty bad too. It was dark. It's kind of hard to see a bit at times. I don't like that. That's why the fight didn't really hold up to too much expectations. I thought it'd be exciting. But if it was in like the UK or in America, it would have been so much more exciting, so much more into it. But it is what it is with that. I thought it'd be a more exciting fight where harder punches we could land at more. We might see a knockdown, but it was a good chess match. Good technical fight. Still a very good close fight. Like we knew what, a 50-50 fight. I really did not know who was going to win. I really didn't. That's why 50-50 fights are the best fights. What's next? I think a rematch. They're both old. Well, Beterbiev is definitely old, pushing 40. Bivol, though, he's accomplishing a lot. I think Bivol is a bit weaker, a bit smaller for light heavyweight. I think Bivol will be dominant at 168, but besides Beterbiev, he's obviously the best at 175. I think he outboxed Beterbiev. I think that he could beat him in the rematch. But I don't know. Let me know what you guys think of the fight. I'm not saying it was a crazy robbery, but I believe that Bivol won. I think it still was a robbery. Close fight. It is what it is. Hopefully we see the rematch. We have Tyson Fury versus Alexander Usyk happening again in Saudi Arabia, unfortunately. But the crowd for that fight wasn't as bad the first time. So hopefully that's the case. Just pack the arena. Let people drink. Let people have fun. Alrighty, that's what makes a good crowd. Have good lighting too. The lighting's bad there. Just make it good lighting. I want to see the fight good and clear. Let me know what you guys think. I'm out, guys. Peace.